beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and I am back with some more eye looks from these holiday palettes from Oden's Eye. I love these. If you saw my swatch and review video, then you already know that. I do have a full swatch and review with another tutorial in that video and all of my thoughts, which is basically just me ranting and raving about how much I love these palettes. I will link that in the description box if you want to check that one out. Today, I just want to show you 3 more looks using these palettes. These are some of my favorite palettes to have launched all year long. I know that's a bold claim, but the more I use these, the more I come up with different looks, different color combinations, the more I'm convinced these are 2 of the best palettes to have launched this year. And they are no longer available. They were limited edition. You can't buy them anymore, but I really wanted to show you some more looks with these, just in case you're somebody that picked up one or both of these palettes, or if you're just interested in seeing some new color combinations. You can probably find shades similar to these in your own collection if you're a big makeup lover like I am, so you can still use the inspiration. And you know what? If nothing else, you can just hang out here. You don't have to follow the tutorials at all. You could just hang out, you do your makeup, I'll do my makeup, we'll have some snacks, we'll have some drinks. It'll be fun. My original review video had a tutorial using the Christmas Eve palette. In this video, you're gonna see 3 more looks. So one using just the Merry Christmas, another one with a completely different color scheme using the Christmas Eve palette, and then a third look, which is what you see on my eyes right now, using both of these palettes combined. I love using both of these together. I feel like the color stories are so different, but so complementary. Before we get into the looks, a quick little disclaimer. I am not a makeup artist. I am not known for doing very avant-garde looks. I don't use eyeliner. I don't wear fake lashes. I think those things are great. I love looks using those products, and there are a lot of them out there to choose from. You can always add them on to any look you see me do if that is more your style. I do tend to keep it more simple, more basic, more imprecise. For me, it's all about having fun, enjoying playing with different color combos, different textures, and just coming up with looks that I really like, I find exciting, interesting, and wearable at the same time. It may not be groundbreaking, but it definitely will be fun. So let's get into 3 looks using these very stunning Oden's Eye holiday palettes. The first look I'm gonna do is using this Merry Christmas palette. I have not used this one on camera yet, but I have been wearing both of these nonstop, so I have tons of color combo ideas I wanna share with you. Of course, I'm going to start by priming my eyes. You'll see that for every single tutorial, just a little ColourPop Party Proof primer. Then I'm going to start with this orangey shade called Gingerbread. These mattes are so pigmented and so smooth. They're just really a pleasure to work with. So I am taking this tiniest bit of that gingerbread shade on my brush and putting that into the crease area there for a nice warm transition shade. Next, I'm going to use this deep brick red shade called Hot Cocoa, and I'm just going to pack that on the very outer corner of my lids. This is a very intensely pigmented deep red, so it just takes a little bit, and I like to work with a little bit at a time. Particularly with these reds, I like to slowly layer them up and build them up. Like this brighter red shade, Poinsettia, same thing here. I'm going in little layers, and you can tell even with the tiniest bit, the color just comes through with such an intense punch on the lids. So I'm covering the rest of my eyelid in that brighter red shade, and then I'm just using my pinky finger to blend that the tiniest bit. I didn't want to go in with a brush because I really want to keep each color defined, so I'm just packing that lid with the red shades and then gently smoothing around the edges into that transition shade using my pinky finger so that I get just this little bit of smoothing effect, but really keeping all those colors in place. Now I'm taking the shimmery pink shade called Little Star, taking the tiniest bit of that on my finger and just tapping that in the center of the lid where the deeper and brighter red shades meet so that I get a little bit of that metallic flash whenever you see my eye move. putting a little bit of that gingerbread shade on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to go back to Little Star and put a little pop of that on the lower lash line, more towards the inner corner, but not on my inner corner, for a little highlight down there as well. Then I curled my lashes, added some mascara to finish off this toasty, warm look with the Merry Christmas palette. These colors are so bright, so intense. They definitely have that by the fire, really joyful, cheery, Christmassy feeling, but with a really intense twist. Somehow this palette manages to give me that traditional Christmas feeling, but with a really interesting, unique, and more like modernized perspective. Now we're going to the Christmas Eve palette. I love both of these, but this one is my favorite. It's the one I reach for more. I'm going to show you a super simple look that I absolutely love. I'm only going to use a handful of shadows. I think I only need 3 shadows to create this look, but it's still going to be dynamic and interesting and just feels special. So I'm starting with the shade called Nowhere. This is a dusty lavender gray shade. Really quickly adding that into the crease area and not being too precise, just blending that out and getting a nice simple transition shade down for my eye look. Next, one of my favorite shades in this palette is very aptly named Gorgeous. This shade is such a beautiful multi-chrome. I'm just packing that onto my lid using my fingertip. I don't even need to dampen this shade. It gives the most beautiful, softest, shiniest sheen to the eyes. I just absolutely love it. Then I'm going to use a little tiny bit of the shade Wonderful on my inner corner. And lastly, I'm going to use a pencil brush, and I'm going to use this shade called Christmas Eve for just a little smudgy blue right next to the lash line, sort of like a faux liner, but I just wanted a little bit of pop of color there, a little definition on that lash line. Curled my lashes, added some mascara. Super simple. This look only takes me a couple of minutes, but it still feels special. It feels fancy and interesting. This one's quick, it's simple, and it still just looks really cute. Now we're going to move on to the final look where I combined both palettes, Merry Christmas and the Christmas Eve palette. You already know the drill with the eyeshadow primer, prime the lids, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to start with the Christmas Eve palette, this green shade called Just Now. This is a really soft, neutral yet bright green. The undertone is very neutral, but the color itself is very bright, and so I'm layering it very, very softly because I don't want this to get too intense too quickly. When I go in with too much color right off the bat, I tend to kind of lose control of my eye look. So very gently layering that green shade. And then I'm going to go in with this deeper green that's in the Merry Christmas palette called Christmas Tree. And again, very softly layering that up right on the outermost part of the eye. Then I'm going to go for another matte green. This is more of a minty, almost blue green shade called New Leaf. And I'm going to blend all of those shades together. I'm really going for the green here, but I like the way all of these different shades and tones play together. Now this shade New Year, which is definitely my favorite shade in the Merry Christmas palette. I'm layering that sort of in the middle of my lid right next to that super deep matte green shade. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted to do silver or gold, so I just mixed them together. I mixed Snowflake and Snow Light, just dipped my finger back and forth between the two so that I would get this very sparkly silvery gold shade. The Oden's Eye formulas are so rich that they do really easily blend together. So if you're like me and you're torn between which shade to go for, just mix them both together. Nobody can stop you. You are allowed to do that. And I'm glad that I tried it for this look because I love the way that these gold and silver and greens all played together. This made for a super sparkly, super intense, metallic, very, very festive look. I can definitely see myself wearing this to a holiday party or, you know, the grocery store. Either way works for me. I really cannot pick a favorite out of these three looks. I have done so many different color combinations, so many different looks, from really colorful, really bold, to super simple, grab 2 shades, let's get out the door in 5 minutes type of looks with these palettes, and I just love them. I know I've said that a bunch of times. Don't forget to check out my previous review videos to see swatches and more in-depth info about these palettes. And don't forget that I have a coupon code for the Oden's Eye website. It's just my first name, Amanda. That is an affiliate code. It will save you 10%. As usual, some exclusions apply. I would love to hear what you think about these palettes. Did you order these? Which one of these eye looks was your favorite? I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I like this palette so much. These are both so good. I'm really, really sad that these were not permanent. These shadows are so good. Hello, Maggie. Guess what? I'm drinking while I film these. Not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. Also, because I'm in my late 30s, I am double fisting with water. I'm gonna have some awesome burps later. Looking forward to it. It's the little things in life, you know what I mean? And that was the first sip, so any weird behavior can't be blamed on that because it's just truly who I am. This look with this little red lip balm is muy caliente. Oh my gosh, my sister has snow at her house. I sent an appropriately unenthused response. Okay, time for the next look. I won't do any more hand gestures, I promise. Okay, calm down, my little eyeshadow goblin came out for a second. Wait until you see, it's well deserved. Look at that. In real time, that was under 6 minutes. Just saying. And it's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love this one. I don't care if it's basic. I'm basic. A lot of people are basic. It's fine. You're allowed to be. Even if you're not fully basic, if you just want to be like part-time basic, you can. Says the girl drinking a White Claw. That doesn't make me wrong though. Got that? Me neither. I love this color. Clearly, it's going great. Okay, don't fret. It's like 7:30 p.m. when I'm filming this, so just don't even worry about it. It's totally a normal time to be drinking a White Claw in your office while you're working. Legitimately, I look like an emerald goddess, and I love that for me. I love that for all of us right now, because look at how shiny these are. I'm telling you, Oden's Eye, I think they make the best eyeshadows. Like, there are a lot of really good indie eyeshadows on the market right now. Legitimately, Oden's Eye is one of the best brands available at all, period, right now. And if you think otherwise, just look at those. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, sorry, I'll calm down. No, it won't. I got my little snowflake earrings on for my little holiday palette video. These are from my Etsy shop. Go check out my Etsy shop. I have tons of cute holiday and non-holiday stuff. Mostly non-holiday, but you know, 'tis the season. Okay, my tutorial videos, they don't get great views, which is fine. It's just the way it is. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making it to the end, for everybody who watches to the end. I really appreciate that. That helps my watch time, which helps my videos do well, which helps my channel to grow, which helps me. And that's cool. That's cool that you did that. Thanks a lot. I'm glad to have you as a YouTube friend. And you know what? I love your face, and I will see you real soon. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye.